Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Weber High School here in Bluford, Illinois. It's Thursday night basketball, and what a matchup we've got for you tonight. Two teams that are state-ranked in Class 1A basketball. The Goreville Black Cats are in town to take on the Weber Trojans. I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined by my broadcast partner, longtime basketball official Ron Standard, and this is a dandy tonight, and it's a game we didn't think we were going to get to do because it was originally scheduled for tomorrow night, Ron. But
yeah.
They moved it up a night to tonight, Thursday night, and we're glad they did because now you and I can take this one in as well, and everybody at home can too.
Yeah, that worked out perfect, and hey, 15 minutes from home too.
What a matchup. Again, you got the number 4 ranked team in the state in Class 1A and the Goreville Black Cats here to take on the 20th team ranked in the state in Class 1A, according to the latest Nesto Hoops, and that's the Weber Trojans. And their records are very identical, very close to being identical too, aren't they, Ron?
Yeah, Goreville comes in here at 17-2, and Weber Township Trojans are 17-3. So, these two teams have a combined record of 34-5. This is a matchup that started a few years back where they don't play home and away in the same season, but one year Weber will go to Goreville and play, and then the next year Goreville comes up here and plays. And this is two of the better Class 1A programs in Southern Illinois. Proof of that is, they even met in a sectional back in 2018.
Right.
Down in Hardin County.
Right.
That's the game that Goreville won and moved on to the championship of that sectional.
And, of course, Weber made a deep run last year because they went the opposite direction from Goreville last year. And so Weber went the opposite direction. And, of course, we saw them up at the sectional at St. Anthony last year, a game that we broadcast up there when they finally lost to a good Arcola team.
Yeah.
Arcola was kind of the Cinderella that kind of came out of nowhere last year and knocked off St. Anthony and knocked off Weber. So,
yeah, I think St. Anthony was rated number 1 at the time.
Right, they were. And Goreville, of course, has had a storied program there with Todd Tripp. He's in his 21st year as the head coach of the Goreville Black Cats, and
they don't rebuild. They just reload.
No, they just win. They just win.
Reload.
And as a matter of fact, he came into this basketball season with 431 career wins down there at Goreville with a winning percentage of over 71%. They were 31-4 a year ago, and a lot of those key players are back on the team this year. I mean, they just keep winning down there. He does a great job.
Yeah, he's probably going to win a ton more too.
Yeah, and he replaced a guy who was a legend in his own right.
Yeah.
Jerry Qualls was down there for a long time. You probably officiated some games maybe when Jerry was there. I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, remember Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry I think had 379 wins in his career down at Goreville, and now Todd has come in and has already surpassed that. So
great baseball program there too at Goreville.
Yeah, they just in Class 1A athletics, Goreville is very accomplished at a lot of things down there.
Girls softball and basketball both do very well state level.
They've had some great years, and we've had a chance to see them play a few times this year and broadcast some of their games. Of course, that very memorable game there in the Cesar-Valier Holiday Tournament when it was a span over a couple of different nights.
Yeah.
When they played Waltonville, and we're just so
That's a weird deal. That game started on a Saturday night and ended on a Monday night.
That's right, and we're so glad and thankful that Cole Tripp, number 12, is doing well, and he was recently named the most valuable player of that midwinter tournament, and so he's back. He's back and back in a strong way and playing some really good basketball. And he's kind of been their leader this year. But they've got a lot of weapons on this Black Cat team and a lot of guys who can score. And more importantly than that, Ron, you and I have always been impressed with the bench that Goreville brings.
Yeah, I mean, every Todd Tripp team has always played like 9-10 guys. And that's their style, because they play so rapidly and so quickly a game. They play a full court game. And you got to have that bench in order to do that,
And they've got that. And so they kind of wear teams down has kind of been their mantra, and they've been successful at doing that. The Weber Trojans, on the other hand, have perhaps the biggest and best peripheral scorer in 1A basketball in Southern Illinois, certainly near the top, if not the top, and that's Nathaniel Marlowe. He's a 6'2 junior. And, he's a handful. And he was a handful even for Waltonville on Saturday in the Midland Trail Conference Tournament. They guarded him about as good as they could, and he still got 33 points.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and he, it was like 17 in one half and 16 in the second half.
Yeah,
so he was just steady from the get-go.
And he had 6'5 guys guarding him, and it didn't matter. He scores anyway. And
this Weber team basically got everybody coming back next year as well.
Yeah, which is kind of scary. Yeah, because they're having a good season here at 17-3 right now and ranked 20th in the state. And right, they'll have pretty well everybody coming back next year. Goreville does have a number of seniors on their team, but you'll see a lot of guys in the action tonight that are our juniors and sophomores. So
yeah, like I said,
back next year too.
that Goreville program can have 2, 3, 4 senior starters, and you think, well, they're going to be down next year, but no.
Yeah, no, that's right.
They just reload.
Hey, if you're watching us tonight, send us a message. Let us know where you're watching us from. Mark has sent us a message. He's watching from around Pana tonight.
Oh, wow.
Mark, good to have you on watching the broadcast. Yeah, this is a great matchup that's got a lot of peak interest for people all around the state of Illinois. So even if you don't really follow Goreville or Weber per se and you just want to see good basketball, this is one of the marquee games certainly tonight because it's a Thursday night and there's not a whole lot of basketball around Illinois tonight. So
right, Pana's got some history in basketball in the state of Illinois.
They certainly do. And they just hired themselves a new football coach who's a legendary football coach that's coming in, and man, he's got a ton of wins, and that's going to be exciting for their football program up there at Pana. So all of them up there that way have been talking about that. Send us a message. Get on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook. Send us a message through Messenger. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for tonight. Or if you're just kind of like us, you're just here taking in the game. You're not really picking one side or the other. You can be a very objective and very impartial. And that's how we kind of try to do our broadcast, and that's what we'll do tonight.
Hang with us. We've got some great games coming up tomorrow and Saturday.
Do we ever? And we'll get into that a little bit later on and tell you what we got on the schedule for Friday and Saturday. But we're going to step aside for just a moment. As you just saw, the captains and the officials and the coaches are meeting at half court. The teams are going to go back in the locker room for some last-minute instructions. So we will step aside, let you meet a few of our sponsors, and we'll be right back here at Weber High School in Bluford.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVAC system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andrea Baker, the broker owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
Home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too.
In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
Hey, we are back here at Weber High School in Bluford, Illinois. It's Thursday night basketball, and what a matchup between two state-ranked teams. The Goreville Blackcats, ranked number 4th in the state in Class 1A, against the 20th-ranked Weber Trojans. This game originally was scheduled for tomorrow night, but they had a conflict with the officials who were asked to go do some of the junior high state tournament games. And so as a result of that, they decided to get together and move the game up to tonight so that they could have a quality officiating crew on the game tonight. You probably know those guys out there, don't you, Ron?
Yeah, I know 2 out of 3 of them.
2 out of 3?
Yeah,
right.
we got Dale Brookins out there. He's from Whittington.
Okay.
And Kevin Diss is from Alma.
Okay. All right, so you know 2 of the 3.
This Goreville team will play Woodlawn on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. You mentioned before we broke for commercial there that we've got some big games coming up this weekend on our broadcast schedule. Tell everybody about that.
Big games tomorrow night. We're going down to Marion, and we're going to watch the state-ranked 1A Waltonville Spartans, undefeated at 17-0, take on the 3A Marion Wildcats, who are, I think, 14-4 or 15-4, coming off a win at the Nashville tournament. Waltonville just won the MTC tournament. So we're looking forward to that. Curious about how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, big 1A against 3A, yeah.
And then the next day, Waltonville plays in the Pinckneyville shootout. Take on another 3A basketball team, highly rated team in the Centralia Orphans, the winningest team in high school basketball.
Mm-hmm. And they are top 10 now in the state in Class 3A.
Right.
So that'll be a heck of a matchup.
That game, I think, is at 1:30. But right before that at noon, we're going to bring you Meridian, who's also a highly ranked 1A team, against a 3A team who's got a very good record in Waterloo.
Who's also been state ranked this year.
Yep.
So it's like what? 5 of the 6 teams that we're broadcasting this weekend are state ranked teams, and
right, and the one that's not just won the Nashville Invitational Tournament and has a record of like 15-4.
Right, and the Marion Wildcats, they're just bubbling below the top 25 there in Class 3A. So, yeah, I'm going to see a lot of good basketball here, not only tonight, but on Friday and Saturday. And so if you can't get out to some of the gyms to see some of these games live, we hope that you'll join us here live on AreaSports.net, whether you're watching on our website or whether you're watching on our YouTube channel. Send a shout-out now to Wes, who's watching from Fairfield tonight. Hey, Wes, good to have you along.
All right.
And also a big hello to Ben, who's watching tonight from Waltonville, as he's joined us on the broadcast tonight. So, hey, if you're following us tonight, if you're watching the broadcast, send us a message to tell us where you're watching from and who you're rooting for tonight.
I think I heard you, Randy, earlier talking to some Goreville fans that were impressed with the facility here at Weber Township.
Yes, it is a nice new facility that they put in, and quite an upgrade from the old snake pit back in the day. Speaking of which, Sheila wrote in, and she said her husband is a former Trojan, and they are watching from St. Augustine, Florida tonight. So good to have you on watching tonight as well. We're going to pause as we follow along here for the playing of our national anthem as we honor America here at Weber High School Gymnasium. There you go, as we honor America tonight with our national anthem here at Weber High School in Bluford prior to tonight's game between the Goreville Blackcats and the Weber Trojans. Goreville, of course, will be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight wearing their traveling uniforms trimmed in the gold, and we will follow along as They introduce their members right now. Coached by Todd Tripp in his 21st season. They are state ranked number 4 in the state and are 17-2. And number 11 is Zach Green. He's a 5'10 junior. Number 12 is Cole Tripp. He's a 6-foot senior. Number 22, the big guy in the middle, Drake Buffington, 6'6 senior. Also starting for the Black Cats, number 23 is Connor Craig, 6'3 senior. And rounding up starting 5 is Nick King. He's a 6-foot sophomore. So they'll go with Green, Tripp, Buffington, Craig, and King. And size-wise, the Goreville Black Cats will come at you at 5'10", 6 foot, 6'3", and 6'6". See the Goreville cheerleaders here. JV contest went the way of Weber tonight as the Trojans beat the Black Cats in the JV game, 40-33.
Yeah, Goreville jumped out to a 7-0 lead in that ball game.
They did, and then Weber kind of started running away with it. And then near the end, when Goreville was pressing, they came back and they made it a very interesting ball game down the stretch. Got it back down to 7 points. So
almost caught up.
Yeah, so that was a pretty entertaining JV game tonight here. The home team, the Weber Trojans, wearing their home whites, trimmed in the blue and the gold. Again, they come in with a record of 17-3. Coached by Jackson Helm, assisted by his father, Travis Helm. Jackson, one of the younger coaches, of course, in Southern Illinois region. Number 3 is Waylon Jones, a 5'11 junior.
His dad.
Number 10, Jacob Marlowe, 6'1 freshman.
Jackson's dad has his jersey hanging over at Wayne City.
Yes, he does. Brian Dalby, number 21, 5'10 freshman. Number 30, Kylan Mosier, a 6-foot junior. And there's the guy you got to watch. It'll be interesting to see how they try to guard him. Nathaniel Marlowe, one of the leading scorers in all of Southern Illinois at any level, 6'2 junior, wears number 31. So again, they go with Jones, Dalby, Mosier, Marlowe, and Marlowe. And size-wise, the Trojans come in at 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1", and 6'2 for Coach Jackson Helm. A record of 17-3 as you see the Trojan cheerleaders here before the game.
Yeah, Randy, when we say this is number 4 against number 20, we're quoting the Nesto ratings.
Yes, we are.
And that's Aaron Britton. And people who know basketball know Aaron Britton, and they know that he's put a lot of time and effort into that. He didn't just, guess, on who's number 4 and who's number 20.
And Aaron may be checking in and watching our game a little bit tonight, too. I'm sure this will be a game that he'll be keenly interested in tonight. Big shout out to Brian, who's watching the game tonight. I think Brian still lives in Jefferson County someplace, but I'm not sure where. But Brian, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy it here. All right, it is going to be Buffington jumping in the center circle against Mosier, and we are ready for action as the tip is controlled by the Black Cats. Cole Tripp has it out front. He's kind of the engine that makes them go. He can do a lot of things, and he gets a pass inside. The shot's missed by Connor Craig. Ball's loose, picked up by Mosier, and here come the Trojans.
That's a nice entry pass.
Real good entry pass, just couldn't quite finish. Nathaniel Marlowe with the basketball. Looks like that drawing the assignment on him is going to be Nick King. He's going to try to guard him one-on-one, and that's easier said than done, let me tell you.
Yeah.
A lot of teams have tried it this year, and Marlowe falls down, and Goreville gets the rebound. They'll push it the other way as Craig takes it down and scores. Connor Craig with the deuce and a foul. And Craig will go to the line for Goreville.
Fouls on Waylon Jones.
Yeah, we mentioned King has got the assignment of guarding Marlowe. King is 6 foot. Marlowe 6'2". Waltonville put a 6'5 guy on him the other day, and they would get help defense from another 6'5 guy, but Marlowe still scored 33 points anyway.
Yeah, they've seen it all. Coach Helm's seen it all.
Sure.
Marlowe's teammates have seen it all, and obviously Nathaniel has seen it all.
So, on the missed free throw, the rebound was by the Trojans. There was a tie-up, but the possession arrow gives it to Weber, so they'll bring it up. 2 freshmen in the starting lineup for the Weber Trojans. Again, you mentioned they're a young team. They'll all be back next year.
Yeah.
That is so true. Here's Marlowe with it out front. He pump fakes, goes between 2 defenders, works to the corner to Dalby. His shot won't go, and the rebound goes the other way to Goreville. Up quickly in the corner, they work it. Cole Tripp skips it across over towards us to King. Back to Tripp for 3. He missed it. Buffington had the rebound, falls down, throws it back behind him. Good heads-up play there as Green grabs it.
Yeah, it was. Nice save.
Saves them a possession instead of a turnover there. Otherwise, that was going to be a traveling violation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Here's Cole Tripp, and drawing the assignment on him is Bryden Dalby for Weber. Tripp gets it to Craig. Craig passes it over on the right side, and the ball sails out of bounds. It's a turnover. That's the first of the game on Goreville. Just underway, 2-0 Black Cats as Weber brings it up. Dalby has it.
Yeah, ironically, they got their 6'6" guy guarding the point out there.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Guarding Dalby.
Here's Mosier with it. Mosier will come to Marlowe. Marlowe drive baseline, goes up, misses it. Mosier tries to get the rebound. Now Marlowe gets it, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
I believe that's on Nathaniel.
Yeah, he was trying to create space for himself to go back up, but they called him for the offensive foul, and the ball's going to go back to Goreville.
He's going to draw a lot of attention in every ball game he plays from here on out in his career.
He is. He's not flying under anybody's radar screen anymore, that's for sure. Here's Connor Craig in the lane. Back out it comes to King. King will give it to Tripp. Tripp guarded by Marlowe. That's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, it is.
At least for this possession, that's what it is.
I believe Cole's their leading scorer.
Top of the key three is on the way, and Zach Green knocks it down. 5-0 Goreville.
You don't want Nathaniel getting in foul trouble.
Oh, definitely not. That'd change this game dramatically if that were to happen. Marlowe has the ball right now. Gives it to his little brother. Comes back out to the top to Jones. Jones will drive, put up a floater, missed it.
Yep.
And Dalby had a hand on it, but Tripp comes away with it. Gets a quick pass up the court here to Green from the corner. It's off the back iron, and there's a rebound by Nathaniel. Look out, he's in the open court. He goes up and draws the foul against Buffington.
Yeah, got him with the body, I believe.
Buffington went for the block.
Blocked the shot, but he got him with the body.
Yeah. And as an official, that's something you always used to look for, right? It wasn't just whether or not the ball was blocked. It's where the body's at. Is there separation or not, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You wore those stripes for 30 years, and that's what you look for. As the free throw is good by Marlowe. As fans, we have a tendency to just look where the hand and the ball's at, but if there's more to the story than that. You got to look at the body. Second one on the way. Got it. Tell you what, the Goreville fan base travels very, very well, don't they? There's a bunch of people here.
I knew they'd show up for this game.
Bunch of people here. They travel extremely, extremely well. Here's Buffington. Getting it over in the corner to Green. It's out of bounds. It's a turnover again on Goreville. That's their second here in the first quarter. And it'll be out of bounds to Weber. 4:48 to play, opening quarter, 5-2. Goreville leads it. Dalby across the timeline. Comes over to little Marlowe. Now to Nathaniel Marlowe. Works in the paint, ducks under, goes up, draws another foul, and he's so good at drawing fouls.
He's a good free throw shooter, too.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons why you don't want to foul him. But if you're Goreville, you've got so many different bodies you can throw at him because they've got such a good bench that they can bring in there, too. I mean, they are deep. Perhaps the deepest 1A team that you'll see in Southern Illinois.
That foul was on Nick King, his first.
That is 2 team fouls apiece here in the first quarter. Got them both.
He's 4 for 4 from the line. He had a recent game, Randy, where he's 17 out of 18 from the free throw line.
Yeah, he scored 52 points in a game over at the Conrad Island tournament. Wayne City did that against Crab Orchard.
And then he's got 2 games in the 40s this year.
Yeah. Here's Marlowe again, and he gets fouled again, and that's going to be
second foul on King.
Nick King, yeah. So Coach Tripp will go to his bench, and Aaron Moore is going to check in just a moment to replace King. Here he comes. And again, there's very little drop-off when Goreville goes to their bench. They're just a bunch of clones of each other on that bench, and they do a good job. Here's Marlowe, and he bangs it down from the corner. There's just not much you can do about that. You just can't hardly defend that. Falling away, you just got to tip your cap and say good shot.
I think he shot a few of those in practice. What do you think?
I think he has, yeah. And that foul might be on
his.
him. It is
his
on
second.
him. That's his second. That's huge.
That is huge.
2 fouls on Nathaniel Marlowe with 4:09 to go here in the first quarter. We haven't even played half the quarter yet.
He's going to have to lay off a little bit on that defense now.
Be real quiet. They may drive the ball at him. We'll see. From the corner, here's Moore. Back out to the top now to Tripp. Tripp in the lane, missed it.
I mean, I don't think you can take him out of the game this early, but he's going to have to watch that he don't pick up number 3.
Be real careful as that shot is missed by Mosier and rebound by Goreville.
Coach Helms just got to trust him to not pick up that 3rd foul.
Moore with it in the lane, puts up the shot, missed it. Back out to Moore again. And
that's 3 right there.
That is 3 right there, yep.
Yep, there you go.
That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem for the Trojans as Nathaniel Marlowe sits with 3:41 to go in the first quarter, and that changes the whole dynamic of this basketball game.
Yeah, it does. That's a huge problem. But he was just too aggressive right there. I mean,
yeah.
That was a foul.
Cole Tripp gets it inside to Buffington. Buffington back out into the corner to Green. Green to the top now to Craig. Craig to Moore. Hands it out to Tripp for 3. Won't go. Buffington with a rebound. Tries to create space. Does. And scores and draws the foul. And Buffington will be at the line for the and 1.
That foul was on Kylan Mosier.
Yes. Buffington completes the 3-point play.
The old-fashioned 3-point play.
8-6.
And Goreville's going to be shooting free throws now on every foul.
And that is going to be a foul on Zach Green.
Zach Green.
And that's 4 team fouls on Goreville. Dalby has the basketball.
Both teams are shooting free throws now for the rest of the first quarter.
Yeah, and we still got 3 minutes left to play in this first quarter. So Fairchild's in there right now, replacing Nathaniel Marlowe for Weber. Let's see what they do offensively without him in there now. Who's going to be the guy that's going to score?
We saw
that one's blocked. They throw it ahead to Tripp. Tripp with the breakaway layup, and he scores. Cole Tripp, 10-6. Goreville jumps out to the 4-point lead, and they're on a 5-0 run since Nathaniel Marlowe left the game.
We saw Wayland Jones have an 18-point game. He's going to need that tonight.
Yeah, probably are. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Well, when Nathaniel Marlowe left the game, Weber led it 6-5, and now Goreville's won on a 5-0 run already, and now they're pressing, and that press is going to be that much more effective, probably without Nathaniel Marlowe out there. We'll see. See how the Trojans handle it. As Dalby gets it over to Fairchild, now they get across the line. Over in the corner to young Marlowe. His shot won't go, and the rebound is snared out there by Connor Craig.
He had a good look.
He did. Black Cats bring it up. Here's Tripp in the lane. He's going to take it all the way to the rack, and it's blocked out of bounds off of Goreville, and it's going to be Weber ball.
Yeah, I told you. I mean, all Goreville teams use all 84 feet of that court.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they do. They get up in you and make you work for it. They wear you down, and there's a turnover right there. That's what they do to you. Turnover on the Trojans. We'll give it back to Goreville. That's the second turnover on Weber here in the first half. So we're equal apiece now, 2 apiece. Cole Tripp goes to the right side here to Aaron Moore. Moore can't shoot. Gets it to Tripp. He'll penetrate. Takes it all the way in and scores. Cole Tripp. Like I said, he's been their leading scorer most of the season, but they have the ability to score whenever he's more of a distributor, too. He can kind of do it all. as they get the steal there.
The scrum.
Yep, that was pretty close to it. And possession arrow is going to leave it with Goreville. Third turnover there.
Nobody had
Weber.
possession of that, or we'd had a 3-second count. This is laying down in the lane.
Right.
But nobody had possession.
Tripp gets the pass into Moore. Moore hands it off in the corner here to Garrett Church, who's in the game. Almost a steal, and it is. Picked off by Weber. In transition, it's Mosier. He goes up and scores. Kylan Mosier. Well, maybe the Trojans can get him going. We've seen him have some big games this year for Weber. He's got the ability. Here's Cole Tripp back in the front court for the Black Cats. He'll put up the 3 ball. He knocks it down.
Right with a hand in his face.
Yeah, he was looking to pass it, but then when there was nothing there, he decided, well, I'll just shoot it. And he had nothing but nylon. 15-8 in favor of Goreville. Back the other way. Here's the pass down low to Marlowe, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Black Cats. Checking in the game for Goreville, Peyton Holm, a 6-foot senior. So again, Coach Tripp goes to his bench and keeps running fresh legs out there. The bench is a very important part of their offensive attack and defensive attack for that matter. Here's Dalby in the corner, cut off. Comes back out to Jones. Jones out to Mosier. Yeah, Mosier or Jones or somebody's going to have to step it up for Weber now with Nathaniel Marlowe on the bench with 3 fouls here in the first quarter, and we're down to 39 seconds left. Here's a shot that's up by Dalby, no good. Ball's loose underneath, goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Weber.
Yeah, they've got some guys out there that are capable of scoring.
They look inside. Mosier gets it and missed the bunny. They had the good out-of-bounds play, but Mosier missed the bunny.
Yeah, they got to cash in on those.
Black Cats come back the other way with it. Here's Holm with it. Taking it all the way in. No, there's an offensive rebound by Connor Craig back up and in. Connor Craig with the stick back. 17-8. Another steal.
Got it back.
And another steal the other way by Weber. Down underneath, shot up and in by Jacob Marlowe, the younger brother of Nathaniel. Here's Cole Tripp on the other end. His shot rattles out just before the horn. After 1 quarter of play, our score is the Goreville Black Cats 17 and the Weber Trojans 10. And we'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment for Bluford right here on AreaSports.net.
Kingsley RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Back here at Weber High School in Bluford, you see the score. It's Goreville 17-10 after 1. Ron, your thoughts on that first quarter play?
Fast pace, Randy, up and down basketball. That's what I like to see. I think Weber was the underdog coming into this game, and they're certainly an underdog now with Nathaniel Marlowe sitting on the bench. But, they could, come tournament time, they could be a better team for this, because they're going to have to find a way sometimes, when he's having an off night or he's not out there.
Well, they're forced now to find somebody else to come up with some offense with him on the bench with 3 personal fouls in that first quarter.
Yeah.
When he left the game, Weber was up 6-5, and now they're down 17-10.
Good look right there by Mosier, just didn't fall.
Yeah, just didn't fall, and Buffington gets the rebound for Goreville. Up ahead, they work it. Back out to Garrett Church for 3. That's no good. Buffington had the rebound, and the ball squirts out of there. And coming away with it are the Trojans. Fairchild has it. Weber won the JV contest tonight, 40-33, if you didn't hear that on our earlier part of our broadcast. Here's Mosier with it. Handed it off to Jacob Marlowe. Over to Fairchild. He's wide open. Wide open.
Yeah.
But he misses it off the back iron, and on the rebound, that's foul on Jacob Marlowe.
They could be in this game. They're getting wide open looks, running good offense out there. But
well, it's like any game. You got to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
Got to make shots.
That's the name of the game.
Got to make shots. Goreville with the 7-point lead and the basketball as Cole Tripp brings it up. Tries to go inside to Buffington, and the ball is kicked instead by Bryden Dalby. So they'll try it from the baseline this time.
I mean, it's one thing you might be outmanned if you can't even get a good shot, but they're getting good shots.
Yeah, they're getting looks. Inside Buffington. Buffington turns on his man, puts up the shot, got it.
Nice.
Got the nice shooter's roll that time. He put that one up over the head of the freshman Jacob Marlowe.
I mean, he's 6'6". That's tough to stop.
Oh, yeah. It's real tough to stop. He's a weapon in there. You better believe it.
Nice
There's a nice
pass.
alley-oop down to Jacob Marlowe. How about that pass?
Yeah.
Marlowe caught that in midair and went up and scored. Pretty impressive play by a freshman, I would say.
It was.
For sure. Here's a pass inside to Buffington again. They show a double team. They'll come back out to Garrett Church for 3, and he knocks it down. That's the thing, too, about this Goreville team. You and I have seen them shoot the 3
They've got
dramatically before.
multiple players that can knock down a 3. Multiple players.
Yeah, they do.
Weber's job right now is to go into halftime
Close.
down in single digits.
Close, yeah. They want to keep it. They'd like to be in single digits. They're down 10 right now.
That would be a great job to start that second half in single digits with Nathaniel back out there.
Right. Mosier has the basketball. As Fairchild picks it up. Back out to Mosier. Right side, they work it to Waylon Jones. His shot won't go, and rebound Goreville. Cole Tripp brings it up again. He'll skip it all the way across to Church. He'll put up another 3, and he's feeling it. Garrett Church is definitely on fire.
That was a well-guarded 3.
Yeah.
He's 2 for 2.
Left corner pocket for the trifecta for Garrett Church. Timeout on the court again. It's 25-12 in favor of Goreville. And we'll be back with more in 30 seconds here on AreaSports.net.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Is he really?
All right, we're back at Weber, and Nathaniel Marlowe is back in the game playing with 3 personal fouls. Let's see what happens. He'll have to be very, very careful.
Yeah, that surprised me. I thought maybe he was done for the first half.
Backdoor pass underneath Jacob Marlowe. Out to Mosier for a 15-footer.
That's a good look.
Good look, but just couldn't connect.
Got to knock them down.
Here's Goreville back the other way. Another shot from the deep corner. And there's another 3-ball, and this time it's Peyton Holm.
Peyton Holm off the bench.
Again, they got so many guys that can hit the 3 on this team. Nice give underneath as Waylon Jones makes a shot and gets fouled.
That was a heck of a shot. He's falling down.
Waylon Jones. We got a warning, I think, on Drake Buffington. And at the line will be Waylon Jones. Coach Tripp not real happy. In the ball game will be Connor Craig.
Second foul on Buffington. I think what they're saying is there was not much contact there that he fell down, but I was blocked. I had players between me and what happened, but free throw here to complete the 3-point play, and he does.
And he does. So he gets the deuce, and then he gets the free throw for the 3-point play. Goreville brings it back up. Shot from the corner this time won't go by Green, but the follow is up and off the mark, and there comes Nathaniel Marlowe with it. Again, he's playing with 3 personal fouls, guarded out there by Peyton Holm now as he feeds it underneath.
Nice pass.
To Waylon Jones for the deuce. So that's the thing that he can do, too, is he can distribute the basketball.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to score.
Waylon Jones with 5.
And that foul is going to be on Waylon Jones. And that's going to send Zach Green to the line for Goreville.
Second foul on Jones.
4:29 to go here in the first half. 11-point game, 28-17 as Zach Green at the line buries the first one. If you just joined us, Goreville led after the first quarter by 17-10. Nathaniel Marlowe's been out of the game a lot with 3 personal fouls, but he's back in there now as the second free throw also falls as Nick King will check back in for Goreville. Full court pressure defense here. And that's a turnover. Thrown away. Yeah. Shot is up and in by Connor Craig.
Threw it away.
That's 5 turnovers here in the first half on Weber.
6 points for Connor Craig.
Got to take care of the basketball. Nathaniel Marlowe got it down to his little brother, but then they throw it away again.
Yeah.
Another turnover. Feed
nice
inside
pass.
to Craig, misses a shot, and there's a rebound grab by Dalby. Dalby will get it across for the Trojans. Gives it to Jones.
This Goreville team will come after you on defense, man.
Oh, yeah. They get up in you, for sure. Got to be careful. That's a jump ball, boy. That was a close one for Nathaniel. He's diving on the floor with 3 personal fouls here in the first half. You can't hardly do that. You're in danger of picking up your 4th. But they ruled it a jump ball, and possession here will go to Goreville. Coltrip gets it to the high post to Craig. Craig gets around his man, takes it up, and Nathaniel had to back off of him or he would have fouled him.
Yeah, he distracted him enough to miss that shot without picking up that foul.
Marlowe with the basketball now. Inside the lane, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. That stops the clock with 3:21 to go here in the first half of play. Not a lot of boys basketball games in the area tonight, but there are some pretty good girls games being played. We'll have all the scores posted for you, of course, later on tonight on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net.
That was on Cold Trip.
And that is the first foul on Tripp. Second free throw is good for Marlowe. Got them both.
He's now 6 out of 6 from the free throw line.
As it's down to a 13-point game,
and
there's another 3 by Tripp.
Well, I'll count them up at half. I don't know how many different players they got, but they got a bunch of 3s.
There's been at least 4 different players hit a 3 for Goreville. Shot from the wing won't go by Jones.
Weber's had good looks. Their shots are just not falling.
No.
Goreville's, on the other hand, are falling.
Yes. Tripp in the lane with a scoop shot. He
nice
got it.
Move.
Cole Tripp is taking over this basketball game.
He's in double figures.
Yeah. He's having a heck of a game. There's a pass down to Mosier. Mosier tries to throw it across, and it's intercepted. Another turnover. Goreville forcing lots of turnovers here on Weber in the first half. Inside the lane, there's a shot that's missed. Tipped out, and off Weber it'll stay Goreville basketball. 2:29 to play here in the first half. Tripp will take it out of bounds for the Black Cats. Bounce pass into Craig, and he missed the bunny. Rebound is grabbed out of there by Marlowe.
Well, we've not seen that much.
And now Nathaniel Marlowe will bring it up against Cole Tripp. He'll stop and put up a long 3-pointer. That won't go. Rebound grabbed by Nick King. King across the line against Marlowe. Takes it around him, goes up, and draws a foul. Well, Nathaniel's not able to try to guard like he normally would at this point. He's got to kind of give way to the penetrators, and Goreville realizes that, and they're taking advantage of it and taking it to the rack.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think that foul was on Mosier.
Yes, it was. Nick King at the line, and he buries the free throw. Yeah, good percentage shooting here in the first half for Goreville, no doubt.
Who was at the line? King?
Nick King, yeah.
And he made it?
He made it. He'll have another one when we come back.
Waiting for him to put that foul up there on the board. They never did, but
yeah, it was on Mosier.
It was almost second foul.
We will have timeout and be right back.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
All right, we are back here at Weber High School in Bluford, where Goreville is in control of this basketball game, 38-19. If you just joined us, Nathaniel Marlowe picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter, so he spent a lot of time on the bench. When he left the game, Weber was up 6-5, and then Goreville just took off after that. As that free throw is missed, it ping-pongs around, and Mosier gets the rebound. But I don't want to insinuate that the only reason why Goreville took off was because he's out of the game, because that's not true either. I mean, Goreville's just shot a great high percentage of shots here, and they've done a lot of things right. They've forced turnovers. They've penetrated. They've hit the outside shots. They've had multiple guys hit threes. As the pass goes inside to Mosier, and he scores. So it was a combination of both Nathaniel going to the bench and Goreville hitting shots that's put them where they're at right now with a 38-21 lead. And Mosier at the line.
Fouls on Garrett Church. Weber had multiple wide open shots without Nathaniel on the floor.
Yeah, they just didn't hit the shots, and Goreville has. And that free throw rattles out and then rattles back in. 38-22, minute 42.
On the other hand, Goreville shooting about 60% from the field at least.
They're shooting lights out. And like I said, multiple guys have hit threes. Here's another one on the way right now by Tripp. That's no good. Tipped out, and Tripp gets it back. He'll lean in. They'll dish it out. Here's a drive to the basket. That's off the mark.
That's a travel.
And
there you go.
Yep.
I got it.
See, you called another one from up here.
I can't help it.
Yeah, that's a good thing you don't have that whistle with you. It'd be in my ear, and I'd be hurting. You'd be blowing that thing so much. All right. Turnover on Goreville, their 5th of the half, as it'll be Trojans basketball. Here's Mosier with it. Hands it off to Waylon Jones. Jones down the lane, and they call him for travel.
Yep, he did.
He made contact with a couple of Goreville players, but then he drug that pivot foot. 67 seconds left here in the half. As Coach Tripp talks to Cole Tripp as he brings it across. And that ball's knocked away. And they're going to call that over and back. And Coach Tripp says it was tipped. That was close. Mosier gets it to Marlowe. Marlowe's going to put up the three. It won't go. It's tipped out. Jones has it. Jones gets it back out to Jacob Marlowe. Now to Nathaniel. He'll take it up and score. All the way to the rack. Nathaniel Marlowe. 29 seconds left.
He's in double figures.
Even though he's not played that much.
A little 5-0 run here by Weber.
Yep. Black Cats running that down for the final shot of the half. We're down to 10 seconds.
Yeah, we'll play for one.
And that's going to be a foul on Dalby.
Yeah, that's his first.
It's not going to be a shooting situation. 9 seconds left. Fairchild's going to check back in for Weber. He'll replace, well, who's going to come out? Oh, Nathaniel came out, so he doesn't pick up his 4th foul.
Yeah, it's a good move with less than 10 seconds to play here in that first half.
Here's the inbound to Tripp. Goes up for the shot. No good. Mosier with the rebound.
There's time. There's time.
Somebody's got to shoot it. Jones does.
Oh!
And it's off the mark at the end of the first half. Both teams will head to the locker room here at halftime. And our score is the Goreville Black Cats 38, Weber Trojans 24. Ron's working on our halftime stats. We'll come back and look at those and talk more about this game and look ahead to 3 big broadcasts that we have for you over the course of the next couple days. Some exciting games featuring some ranked teams. We'll discuss all that with you coming up here at halftime on AreaSports.net.
If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area.
Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
At Ohana Heating and Air, we treat you like family, because to us, you are. Whether it's keeping your home cozy during the winter or cool in the summer, Ohana's team is here to provide top-notch service every time. With expert technicians, affordable pricing, and a commitment to your comfort, we make sure your HVA system runs like new. Ohana Heating and Air, where quality meets care. Call today for your free estimate at 472-4738.
Postseason if they come out like this.
All right, back here at halftime as Ron's got some stats for us. That's quite a machine, those Goreville Black Cats. They can beat you in many different ways, and we're seeing them do it here tonight in the first half.
Yeah,
Weber.
with their defense, Randy, they're a good basketball team when they don't shoot the ball well. But when you put that defense together with 65-70% shooting from the field, that's a buzzsaw.
Yeah, yep, and that's what we're kind of seeing here.
Yeah.
So tell us about it, Terry.
All right. Well, the bright news for Weber Township Trojans is they have not missed a free throw. They're 8 out of 8 from the free throw line. 6 of those by Nathaniel Marlowe. But they committed 9 personal fouls in that first half, and they had 4 players break the scoring column. Led in scoring by Nathaniel Marlowe. In spite of the time he spent on the bench, he's in double figures with 10. Kylan Mosier has 5, as does Waylon Jones, also has 5, and Jacob Marlowe has 4 points for a total of 24. For the Goreville Black Cats, they committed 7 personal fouls in that first half. They, as a team, were 4 for 5 from the free throw line, so there's only been 1 free throw missed in this basketball game. They had 7 players in the first half break the scoring column. That's kind of typical of them.
Yep.
Cole Tripp leads all scorers with 12 points. Drake Buffington has 5. Connor Craig has 6. Zach Green has 5. Nick King with a free throw for 1. Peyton Holm off the bench with 3. Garrett Church off the bench with 2 3-pointers for a total of 6, for a team total of 38.
Yeah, that's very common to see multiple guys score for the Goreville Black Cats, and what'd you say, 8 different ones just here in the first half?
7
different ones just here in the first half, right? So
yeah, they have 9 bench points, all on 3 3-pointers by 2 different players.
Yeah. I've got Goreville with 5 turnovers in the first half, Weber with 9, so that's been a bit of a problem here too. And again, that's that pressure defense that Goreville brings your way, is they're forcing you into those turnovers.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times they'll take that defense and turn that into offense.
And sometimes the ball just doesn't go in the hoop. And
right.
I'm impressed by the play of Weber without Nathaniel out there. They were getting good shots.
Yeah, they were getting good looks.
Good shots.
They were getting good looks. They just the
and
shots
that's
just weren't going
hard
down.
to do against this Goreville team, but
right.
Ball just wasn't falling.
Yeah. Hey, we say hello to a few other people who are watching tonight. Katie and EO are watching tonight from Waltonville. There's obviously a lot of Spartan fans that are interested in this game too, because this is
they're going to play each other again in next week.
Yep, they are going to play
right here, I believe.
Weber again, and of course Waltonville and Goreville could potentially meet in postseason and in a sectional.
That Weber
down at Cobden if they both get there.
Weber-Waltville matchup next week is a makeup game.
Right.
And that'll have major implications as to who wins that regular season conference title.
Yeah. You know, the interesting about these two teams tonight, too, Ron, is the fact that each of these schools are getting to host their own regional this year. So Goreville will be hosting a 1A regional, and Weber will be hosting a 1A regional.
Yeah.
So,
they would have been the favorite, I think, wherever they win. Now they're playing at home.
And so then the sectional is at Cobden. And so, pretty good chance that well, I shouldn't say that for Weber.
They'll go a different way,
yeah. Weber goes the other direction. Weber will go towards Red Hill sectional. But if Goreville wins the regional, the sectional will be down at Cobden. And Waltonville could potentially be in that. Meridian could obviously be in that sectional at Cobden. And then the other team could be anybody from Steelville to Oakville to you name it, just whoever gets hot at the right time from that other area. But Weber will be going the other direction. They'll be going towards the Red Hill sectional in postseason. So if Weber can win regional, which they'll host,
they're going to run into some good teams over there. Like St. Anthony and Casey Westfield.
Yeah, a lot of good teams
Dietrich.
there too, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of good teams over there.
A lot of good 1A basketball teams this year, for sure. All right, we'll let you meet a few more of our sponsors. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment.
Andrea Baker, the broker owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
Alrighty, we're back here at Weber High School where the Trojans trail the Goreville Black Cats here at halftime, 38-24. We mentioned earlier, Ron, that Mark was watching from Pana, and you made the comment that there's some good basketball history up there at Pana. Well, as a matter of fact, Mark is watching the game with Todd Bakowitz, who's a member of that 1981 Pana Elite 8 team.
All right.
So they're watching the game together.
I refereed a Pana basketball game one time. A game was at Hillsboro. And Pana was playing that Grinnell College offense where they'd substitute 5 people at a time.
Sure, yeah.
And shoot a bunch of three-pointers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, we are just about ready for second half action here as
Coach Cooper from Woodlawn is in the house. He played his Goreville team on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, they're here to do a little scouting tonight. Ready for second half action as the teams change ends, and Weber will take it to the right of us here to start the second half as that ball goes out of bounds and going to stay with the Trojans. Talking to a lot of the Goreville fans before the game because we're kind of on the same side that they are here in our broadcast booth. And shot by Nathaniel Marlowe is no good. He goes back up with it and scores, though, as he fouled his shot.
He earned that one. He's earned everything he's got tonight. He got 12 points, but he's had to work really hard for him.
Yes, he has. That's a 68-mile trip from Goreville to Bluford. 68 miles.
Yeah, because it's south of Marion, and then when you get to Mount Vernon, you got to go east.
And in this wet weather and the fog and then the road construction on 57, it's not necessarily a pleasant trip, but I'm impressed with how many Goreville fans made the trip tonight. They got a great following. Ball was swatted out of bounds by the Trojans. It'll be Black Cat ball.
Yeah, you know, one of the best teams at Goreville was that team that made it to Peoria, and then COVID hit.
Then didn't get to play.
Did not get to play. They's already up there.
Many people, myself included, believe that probably would have been a state championship team that year. I think they would have done it that year.
They had a chance to win it all. There's an unforced turnover right there by Weber.
Yeah, and that's turnover number 10 in the game on the Trojans. Yeah, that was a very good team that did not get to play, and how unfortunate because they were already up there and everything. Todd said that was one of the toughest things he ever had to do was to go in and tell his players that, well, we're not going to play. And I'm sure there was a lot of tears shed over that one.
You know, Goreville is trying to open the window here for Weber. They're just going to have to do something about it.
Yeah, here's Marlowe with it. He's double teamed, and he gets fouled.
That's on Cole Tripp, his second.
It's going to be out of bounds to the Trojans.
You know, Weber knocked down a three here. They could get this thing to single digits.
Could be interesting, couldn't it? Yeah. As we're early here to the third quarter, and there's a shot up and in.
Nice move by Mosier.
Moser showing some footwork in there.
They've got it to 10.
Yep.
They were down by 19.
Right, and that's
matter of fact, they're on a 9-0 run.
Yeah, that's what you want to do first is get it down to single digits.
They were down 38-19, and they've scored the last 9 points. That's the third foul on Buffington, and it's an offensive foul.
And he'll come out of the game, and Garrett Church will come in to replace him. Coach Tripp not happy with that one.
Well, they got a chance to get this thing down to like 7.
Yeah, this game could get interesting now, for sure. As Dalby will bring it up against King. Down on the backdoor cut. Shot is up.
Oh, missed the bunny.
The bunny was missed by Jacob Marlowe, the freshman.
Gotta have that.
Goreville back the other way. Here's Church with it. He'll line up the 3 ball, and he buries it.
He don't miss.
He hit a couple of those in the first half for Goreville, and he's picking right up where he left off.
Huge turnaround right there now, back down by 13.
Yes. Here's Marlowe back in the front court now. Gets it down low to Jones. He misses a shot. Marlowe with the rebound, falls down. Ball is still loose, now picked up by Goreville as they'll come back the other way with it. Tripp gets it ahead. Down in the corner. Out to Church. His shot was blocked, and then he was lost it out of bounds. He went to retrieve it and lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was blocked by Nathaniel Marlowe. Taking a chance there on that fourth foul.
Taking a huge chance. Huge chance. Marlowe will bring it up against Tripp. Behind the back dribble, takes it down the lane and scores.
Nice move.
He's a player.
Boy, he's worked for everything he's got tonight, and he's got 14.
Let's see what the Black Cats do now.
Almost half of Weber's points.
Pass out to King. Down the lane. Shot is blocked in there. And the foul's going to be called as that was blocked by Dalby. But he's going to get called for the personal. Yep.
Second foul on Dalby.
It's going to be a shooting foul, and that's going to send Zach Green to the line for Goreville. 5:06 to go here in the third quarter play. Again, if you're watching us tonight, you're enjoying the game, let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. All right.
Both teams filling it up from the free throw line.
They are doing that. Just jump on our Facebook page, use that messenger, and send us a message through AreaSports.net on Facebook Messenger, and we'll give you a shout-out tonight as second free throw is also made. Here's the Trojans trying to stay away from that double team as that was a steal, and then stepping out of bounds with it, I guess, was Nick King. So he took it away from Mosier and then stepped on that sideline.
He was about to get a 5-second count.
Yeah. Here's the inbound to Marlowe. Marlowe brings it up against Tripp. Gets it down low and then intercepted. Pass was intended for Mosier, and it was picked off in there by Zach Green. Goreville with the basketball. Church has it. Skips it all the way across, down underneath. Good pass.
Yeah.
That was a nice touch pass that time from Cole Tripp down to Connor Craig for the deuce. And that's going to be a pushing foul on Cole Tripp.
That's 3 on Cole Tripp.
And now he's going to have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because they really need to keep him on the floor. He's as valuable to Goreville as Marlowe is to Weber.
He's going to get a breather with 4:31 left in the third quarter.
And he's working really hard trying to keep up with Nathaniel Marlowe, playing him on defense, you know. I mean, that does wear you out.
He's got 12 points.
And now getting the assignment is Nick King against Marlowe.
He's not let that bother his offense.
Jacob Marlowe for the 3 ball. That won't go. Jones with the rebound.
Taken away from him.
Took it away. King swiped it.
Bounced
and
it out
then
of
he
bounds.
dribbled it out of bounds. Yep. Out of bounds to the Trojans. As Dalby looks to get it in, he comes in out to Marlowe. Back to Little Marlowe, over to Jones. Jones will step back for a 3. That lips out. Rebound grab by Craig. Craig gets it up to King. King spins in the lane and is going to be called for traveling.
Yep. Well, he didn't have any place to go.
He ran into his own man, actually,
I'm not sure.
which forced the turnover.
There was just no place to go there.
That's 7 turnovers I've got for Goreville. 3:58 to go here in the third quarter play as Marlowe brings it up. Goes between the defenders, leaves it back behind. That's a traveling violation. Another one on Weber.
Well, I'll tell you, this is about the most entertaining basketball game with a 15-point differential that I've ever seen.
Good point.
I mean, you can't take your eyes off of it.
No,
and
because
it's a 15-point ball game.
But it could change at any time. You're right. Here's King across the timeline for Goreville. Out he comes to Green. Now back to King. King back to Green for 3. No, that's tipped around. Who wants it? Trojans have it, but they fall down. And Marlowe picks it up. And then he gets fouled.
There's bodies flying everywhere.
Yep, a lot of activity out there.
If you blink, you're going to miss something in this ball game.
It's a non-shooting foul. It'll be out of bounds to Weber.
It's on Aaron Moore, who just come into the game, I guess. He didn't play first half.
He played a little bit in the first half, yeah. Here's Marlowe for 3. That's off the mark. And the rebound is grabbed by Zach Green.
That might be the best look Nathaniel's had from 3 the whole game.
King has it now. He can't penetrate, so he'll back it out. Now they'll set it up out there to Green again. Again, Tripp is on
wide
the bench.
open.
King,
Another 3.
he'll bear the 3.
He joins the 3 parade.
Yeah,
That's his first 3.
lots of weapons here for these Goreville Black Cats. Several of them are.
5 different players with 3-pointers.
There's a backdoor pass down underneath to Jacob Marlowe, and he banks it home. Banks it home. Had a guy draped on him and banked it home. 2:33 to play here in the third quarter. Green again for 3. Yes. Zach Green feeling it from behind that arc.
5 different players with 3-pointers.
Yeah, when they're shooting like that, the Goreville Black Cats are extremely, extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Here's Mosier with it. Now to Jones. Back to Mosier. Marlowe with it now. Marlowe working on Green. Takes it to the paint and gets fouled.
Nice gesture there by King to help him up.
Got a message from Dimitri, who's watching. He's wanting to know if the makeup game has been scheduled between Mount Vernon and Marion. Yeah, Dimitri, that was rescheduled a long time ago. They're playing on the 11th and the 21st of February, so they're playing 10 days apart.
Yeah, but
they switched the locations. Yeah.
What was the reasoning behind that?
I'm not sure, but the early game on the 11th is now at Mount Vernon, and the game on the 21st is at Marion between the Rams and Wildcats. I hope that answers your question.
I'm sure they had a reason, but I never could figure that one out. First miss from the free throw line by Nathaniel
Marlowe missed it. That's right.
He may just be wore out.
Waltonville Junior Spartans have beaten Summersville tonight to win the regional 44-42. That must have been a heck of a game.
Wow, what a game.
Drive along the baseline, no good. Tip back up, no good. Marlowe with the rebound. He's going to throw it to the wing, and the shot is missed there by Dalby, and on the rebound we got a whistle and a foul. Yeah, that junior high game tonight at Summersville was a game we were going to do. We were going to be there tonight and do that Waltonville-Summersville game until they rescheduled this.
The foul was on Garrett Church, his second.
And that's going to send Bryden Dalby to the line. Free throw's good.
That's his first points.
So Waltonville will advance to the Class S Junior High State Tournament after edging Summersville tonight 44-42. Second free throw's no good, and that's saved from going out of bounds by Mosier. Black Cats got it. They'll get it out in the corner. Here's a long three out front. Another guy hitting a three-pointer. That's Peyton Holm.
Peyton Holm with another three. He had one in the first half as well.
They've got some shooters. And there's a collision at midcourt.
Yeah, that's on number 15.
As Marlowe gets fouled with 1:29 to go here in the third quarter.
And more, I believe.
And that is a shooting situation because there's been 5 team fouls on Goreville. So Weber is at the line in the person of Nathaniel Marlowe.
He missed his last 2.
Yeah, he missed 2 in a row there a moment ago.
That don't happen very often.
But he gets back on track with that free throw.
That Waltonville grade school team being in Class S has got a chance to make some noise down there.
Yeah, they do. The Brelgy and Dees. Yeah. There's a rebound on the miss. Back up and in by Mosier. Mosier with the stick back for the Trojans.
Yeah, not too many players got somebody the size of Brelgy.
No, he's a big player at the junior high level. Inside, the layup is no good, but there's the follow stuck up and in. I think that was Craig, wasn't it?
Yeah, Connor Craig. He's in double figures with 10.
Relentless on the boards tonight has been Craig. He's been all over the place. There's
another
a steal. That's picked off by Holm.
Great pass.
Holm gets it down underneath. The shot is made by Aaron Moore. And very unselfish basketball being played here by Goreville.
Another player joins the scoring column.
That shot's missed underneath by Marlowe. Jacob fights for the rebound, and we got players on the floor. We got official timeout here.
Now Jacob Marlowe missed the shot, then missed 2 tip-ins.
Yeah. So we'll turn the camera away here a little bit as we deal with an injury here on the floor. I think he might have got poked in the eye, but we'll see.
Yeah.
42 seconds left here in the third quarter play. And player is up, and he appears to be okay. Good to see. It's going to be Goreville basketball, I believe, coming out of this.
4 3-pointers in this quarter by 4 different players.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
That's tough to beat.
Yeah, that's very tough to beat. You're right. Black Cats bring it up. Zach Green with it. He'll be met at midcourt by Waylon Jones.
Goreville's only 2 losses, Randy, are to the Benton Rangers and the Waltonville Spartans. That's it.
Right, that's it. Yep. And in that Waltonville game, in the first half of that game, they made 9 out of 14 three-pointers that night.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then they came back on Monday night and couldn't throw it in the ocean.
Yeah.
Just happens. Just happens. So Waltonville end up winning that game. 3 seconds left. Shot from the wing. It won't go. Craig with a tip in. No.
That's going to count. Nope. Didn't go.
And that's the horn to end the third quarter play. Goreville extends their lead out. They lead it now 58-36. And we will be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Well, Ron, the Goreville Black Cats extend their lead a little farther out in that third quarter, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm trying to count these three-pointers, Randy. They might have 10 of them. I don't know.
They outscored Weber 20-12 in that third quarter.
They have 11 three-pointers in this game.
11 three-pointers in this game.
11 three-pointers by about 5 or 6 different players. I mean.
Here is the inbound as Cole Tripp has it. Gets it over on the right side. Back to Tripp.
There's not too many 1A teams in Southern Illinois can do that.
No.
5, 6 different players, 11 three-pointers.
No, it's a weapon.
And some of those three-pointers are from bench players.
Guys off the bench.
They don't even start.
No, I was just about to say that. But they would probably be playing a lot more minutes, perhaps, if they were somewhere else. But they work well in the system. Like I said, they got a lot of clones out there. And there's just you just don't see a bunch of fall off when they go to their bench.
No.
And that's such a strong asset that they have.
There's none.
Such a strong asset, and that's why they wear teams down. There'll be a problem for everybody in postseason in 1A. Problem for everybody.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. Here's Tripp.
But
down the lane. Layup is good.
They could be in the same regional as Meridian. I don't know how that works.
Possibility, but more than likely in the same sectional. As the shot is up and in by Nathaniel Marlowe.
I think you're right. It would be sectional.
It would be sectional. Yeah. And the only way these two teams would meet in postseason would be in a super sectional.
Yeah.
Goreville and Weber will not play in the postseason unless they would meet in the super sectional.
Right.
At Eastern Illinois University of Charleston. So. In the corner to Green. Now to Buffington. He scoops it up. No, there's Mosher with the rebound. And Marlowe will bring it back the other way.
That's super last year. Charleston was 2 surprise teams in Christ-Star Rock and
Arcola.
Waterloo Jabot, I think.
Well, that's right. Christ-Star Rock then upset Arcola, didn't they? As the shot was made by Zach Green, and he's fouled. Yeah, Christ-Star Rock made quite a run last year. Sure did.
Nesto predicted that. He said both those teams you should look out because both of them had lost a lot of regular season ball games.
Yeah. That's 12 points on the game there for Zach Green with that bucket, but he misses the free throw.
Four fouls on Buffington.
5:57 to go in the game. Here's Marlowe bringing it up. And that's going to be a push.
It's on Nick King. That's his third.
Trojan ball out of bounds right in front of us. And here's Marlowe with the basketball. With the fadeaway, no, it's short. Buffington with the rebound. Tripp up the court. Takes it all the way in. The scoop shot is good.
With the left hand.
Cole Tripp showing his athleticism. Nice move. And that's going to be an offensive foul.
That's 4 on Marlowe.
Yep. A little out of control on that as he tried to make the pass after the drive, and that's his 4th personal foul.
Well, I never thought I'd say this tonight, Randy. We could have a running clock.
We could. I mean, we're getting close. 5:24 to go in the game. It's a 26-point lead for Goreville. They're playing well. They're shooting well. Here's Tripp with it.
That's on number 12. Cole Tripp, I believe. Yep, he got it.
Again, you're blowing that whistle
Yeah.
from up here. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're seeing that stuff.
Yep.
That's that old official in you. And the official comes over, explains it to Coach Todd Tripp. So 4 fouls on Cole Tripp, 4 fouls on Nathaniel Marlowe. As Weber has the basketball, Mosier with it. Mosier's going to drive in, gets the deuce. 64-40. JV game tonight was won by Weber. They won that by 7. Here's a shot from the deep corner. That won't go. Buffington with the rebound, and he gets fouled. Get a little chippy in there.
Yeah. I'm not sure who the foul's on yet.
It might be Mosier, but we'll see. Buffington will be at the line for
Yeah,
Goreville.
you're right. It is Mosier. That's his 3rd.
No, actually, they're taking it out of bounds. They're taking it out of
Yeah, he's
bounds.
saying it's on the floor.
Yeah.
And I think it was.
And Garrett Church is going to check in for Buffington.
I think that's a good move, too.
Yeah, I think it is. Cole Tripp and Coach Tripp recognized that.
Yeah.
and
But
got him out
that
of
foul
the game.
was on the floor.
Yeah. Church with a 3-pointer. That won't go, and it goes out of bounds, and it's off Goreville to be Weber ball. All right. Bryden Dalby will bring it up. Now hands it to Nathaniel Marlowe. Marlowe guarded by King. Marlowe has 17 points in this game. Here's a drive baseline. Reversed by Jones is no good. Here's a lead pass to Craig. Craig on the breakaway scores for Goreville. As they throw the touchdown pass and Craig hauls it in.
Yeah, he's got double figures.
Marlowe back the other way for Weber. And we got some pushing and shoving going on underneath, and that's going to go on Zach Green as he was
That's his 3rd.
locking it up with Jacob Marlowe underneath. Trojans ball out of bounds. In it comes to Jones. Jones to Marlowe. Or to Mosier, I'm sorry. Mosier in the lane. Goes up against Craig, and Craig draws the foul on him.
That's the first foul on Connor Craig.
Yeah. You know, and he's been involved in a lot of stuff tonight, too.
Yeah, he's active. He's a good athlete.
He's been very active
Thought
on
he
the boards.
might dunk that last ball.
He's been very active on the boards tonight. He runs the floor real well. He does a lot of things right, for sure. Kylan Mosier at the line for Weber, and that's in and out. 4:07 left to play. Buffington is back in, replacing Craig for Goreville. Second one by Mosier's good. Well, Goreville will have the night off tomorrow night since they aren't playing tonight. Mosier for 3. Got it. And Coach Tripp calls timeout. 3:57 to go in the basketball game. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well, and we'll be right back here on AreaSports.net.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Yeah, Ron, with Goreville having the night off tomorrow night, perhaps some of those Black Cat fans or players might find their way at Marion High School tomorrow night, where Waltonville's going to be playing.
Not only that, it's like, what, a 15-minute drive
It's
from
not very
Goreville to
far
Marion.
away, right.
That could very well happen.
I would expect that to probably happen tomorrow night.
I think so.
There'll be some interest in that game for sure. We will be down there to bring that one to you. That's right. It's 1A Waltonville against 3A Marion tomorrow night.
That's not a shootout. That's a regular season game, so there'll be a JV game.
It's going to be a JV game at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we'll take the air for the varsity game somewhere around 7:15 tomorrow night.
That's your South 7 Midland Trail Conference matchup for tomorrow night.
Right. Exactly. Then there'll be another one on Saturday afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Another South 7 Midland Trail matchup on Saturday at Pinckneyville.
Yes, and there's no foul against Nick King.
That's his fourth.
As he fouls Marlowe. And that'll be free throws forthcoming for Nathaniel Marlowe.
Yeah, Nathaniel has missed 3 of his last 4 free throws. That's not like him.
No. We will have a doubleheader for you Saturday afternoon at the Pinckneyville Shootout, the Panther Showcase. At 12 noon, it'll be Meridian against Waterloo. That's a 1A against a 3A, and Waterloo's been state ranked some this year.
Yeah, I think Waterloo's about 16-6.
Well, Waterloo was in the championship game at the Nashville Invitational Tournament. They knocked off Nashville last week, which was a state ranked team. So Waterloo's good.
And they took on Columbia.
And they got a big guy.
That.
They got a big guy who can play.
They
at Waterloo.
do. Yeah,
he's huge. We saw him the other night.
6'8".
So we'll see what Meridian does with him. So that'll be the first game we'll do Saturday afternoon at Pinckneyville. That'll be at noon. Then that'll be followed by the Centralia versus Waltonville game at 1:30. So we'll have both of those for you on AreaSports.net Saturday from Pinckneyville. Here's a pass underneath. The shot is up and in by Cole Tripp. 68-46, 3.5 minutes to go. Long 3 on the way by Marlowe. Won't go. He gets the rebound, though. Gets it over to Mosier. He'll fire away. That's short. And Goreville gets the rebound this time, and then a foul is going to be called on the Trojans.
Yeah, I think that's on Jacob Marlowe.
Jacob is the freshman. Again, the Trojans start 2 freshmen. They're young.
Yeah, the whole Midland Trail Conference is young.
You're right about that.
Waltonville.
Not a lot of seniors in the conference
Woodlawn,
this year, period.
Weber.
Yeah. Here's a pass up ahead to Nick King. Talked to Nick King's dad tonight. He is the photographer that you see along the sideline taking the pictures with a nice zoom lens camera.
Yeah.
His brother got injured during the JV game and I think went to the hospital to get checked out. He got cut by the eye or the nose. I hope he's doing okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's why they had that hazmat crew on the floor for a while there in the JV game. Church gets it out to Tripp. And that's going to be a push on the Trojans, and that's going to be 5 team fouls, and that'll send Goreville to the line the rest of the way. And Cole Tripp's going to be there with 2:41 left, as that foul was on Waylon Jones.
His third.
Yeah.
Tripp has 18 points. Got a chance to add to that.
Well, he's not just a scorer. He's a good distributor, too. A ball handler, a good defender. I mean, he's just an all-around good player. He gave us all a scare down there at Cecil Holiday Tournament, and we're all glad that he's doing well. No repercussions from that. As the second one is missed, but Buffington gets the rebound and sticks it in the hole. 71-46. Here comes Marlowe back the other way for the Trojans, and he gets fouled.
That's on Moore. That'll be his third.
So Nathaniel will go back to the line. Again, he's got 19 points on the game.
Nobody's fouled out of this game, and the only reason why that is both teams played a lot of players.
A lot of bench players in this game. You're right. Yeah. Thompsonville has surprised Carrier Mills tonight in the GEC tournament. Thompsonville edged them 54-50. So T-Ville's gotten a lot more wins this year than they have in recent years.
Yeah. Carrier Mills lost their best player to Harrisburg, I believe it was.
Both free throws are made there, and we got timeout on the court. We'll take one as well, and we're right back from Weber High School.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate.